It's time for another one of my thrift haul videos. Welcome to this month's thrift haul. Yes, we are doing a monthly thrift haul. It has been a while since I've done one of these. If you're new to our channel, my name is Abby. My husband and I are pretty obsessed with the 80s. And I especially enjoy estate sale shopping and thrift store shopping for all kinds of fun 80s stuff. A friend and I go every Friday, and I have gathered these things to share with you. I cannot wait to show you the goodies I found this month, so let's get started. All right, we gotta start with this thing because it's the biggest. I grabbed this thing straight away. There wasn't any way I was leaving without the giant oversized Garfield alarm clock. Who else was raised on Nickelodeon? I know I was, and this thing is so cool. It is a vintage Nickelodeon cooler. The Coleman company that makes these is actually located right here in Wichita, Kansas, where we live. And so I see a lot of Coleman products at the estate sales and garage sales and such, but this one really caught my eye. I've never seen one of these before. I love it. I also love Ziggy, and I really cannot pass up things to do with Ziggy. I don't see a ton of Ziggy out there, but look how cute this is. I had to get him. He says, "You're special." And he is in perfect condition, nice and clean, still has his tag. He's kind of like a little bean butt, kind of a bean butt baby. So he can set on a desk or whatever. And then this part is not beanie, this part is plushy. But anyway, super cute. I love Ziggy. I also got a board game. This is Inner Circle by Milton Bradley. And I loved this game as a kid. It was one of my favorite games in the 80s. I don't know why, but for some reason I think I got rid of it. So of course, when I saw this, I had to buy it back so I can buy back my childhood, because that's pretty much what I do at these sales. Now, if you watched my video at Christmas time, I did a video of letters to Santa. And this was one of the things that was listed on my gift list and my wish list for Santa, was this Inner Circle game. And I did end up getting it, but like I said, unfortunately, I got rid of it. So now I've got it back, and it's in good condition. It has all of the pieces inside, and the game board is really cool. It has these different levels with holes, and then you lift these off as you go to the game, and then the person who winds up on the middle spot in the inner circle is victorious at the end. So anyway, I'll have to sort of remind myself of the directions, but I know we're gonna play this game, and it's really not, it is made for kids, I guess, but it's fun for all ages, because I think adults would enjoy this game too. All right, you guys. If you aren't following us on Instagram, be sure to do that at Our 80s Life on Instagram, because sometimes I post things I didn't buy, those weird things that I didn't buy. And one of those recently was this bag of shoulder pads. And I mean, it was a trash bag size bag of shoulder pads. I can't imagine why anybody would need that many. So I did not buy the giant bag of shoulder pads, which Keith was glad. But I did buy one package of shoulder pads, still in the container, still in the bag. I paid a whopping 10 cents. And I love the packaging. But also, these might come in handy. You never know when you need some shoulder pads. Okay, y'all know we love the show Dallas. We love us some Dallas, so I could not resist this mug. It's not actually from the TV show, but Dallas is also my hometown. I thought this vintage Dallas mug was so cute. I paid a whopping $1.25 for that. I've already made good use of it. And on that theme, I found the Dallas book. This is the Dallas novel by Lee Raintree. If you're a Dallas fan, you already know about this. They wrote a novel based on the TV show in the early days, so it would have been the first season, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, it's from 1978, so this would be from the first season of Dallas, and it's sort of like the backstory of the Ewings, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't read it yet. I started it. You can see I've got it bookmarked here. I haven't had it for very long, and I bookmarked it with my Bobby card because of course I did. But anyway, I will be reading this, and I'm excited to read this. I've always wanted this book, so when I saw it in this bin that was full of used books, and I think I paid maybe 50 cents for it, that was a total bargain, and I was very excited to buy this. And I always buy books, so here's the rest of the books that I bought this month. 3 cookbooks. I could not resist. Look at the picture on here. After school cooking. I mean, don't you want to cook with these kids? These are obviously the cool kids. She's got her Walkman in. He's like giving her the, yeah. Totally 80s. This is from Better Homes and Gardens. And the cookbook was from 1987. And I think it must have been a series because they also had these. Step-by-Step Kids Cookbook. And the Better Homes and Garden Kids Lunches. I don't think it's school lunch. I think it's just lunch. Oh, look. Snoopy. My stomach clock says it's time for lunch. That's cute. All right, so this is so totally 80s. I love this. And you guys, I have recently acquired from my mom's basement a whole bunch of 80s cookbooks. So I'm hoping in the future to do sort of like an 80s cooking series. You guys can let me know if you're interested. Tell me in the comments below, would you watch that? Are there any certain like 80s recipes that you want to see me make? That would be fun. I love to cook. Other books I got. 2 Choose Your Own Adventure. I love these. Who didn't love these? This is number 79, The Mystery of the Sacred Stones. And this is number 80, The Perfect Planet. Ooh, an alien mystery. And most exciting was this, Christopher Pike Scavenger Hunt. Now, I was pretty obsessed with Christopher Pike books when I was a like early teen. They were spooky and sometimes a little bit morbid, and I love all kinds of like horror movies and horror books. So these really appeal to me. Funny thing about this one, if you've watched our video where I gave you a tour of my bedroom when I was 16, if you haven't watched that video, I will link it for you. It's a must-see on our channel. But on that video, I was reading this book, and it was on my bedside table, and I picked it up and made a comment about that I'm reading this book, and it's really scary.
Okay. This is the book I'm reading. It's called Scavenger Hunt. Ooh. It's very scary, but I'm not that far, see? By the time you get this, I'll probably be done with it.
Well, I found it. I found this book. I had gotten rid of mine. I don't know why I did that, but I rediscovered it at an estate sale, and I am now rereading these. And I even found a podcast, because of course there's a podcast about everything. I found one called the Pikecast, which is adults who read Christopher Pike books, like adults who enjoyed them as teens and now they're rereading them as adults, and then they talk about them. It's hysterical. So that's like my latest weird hobby. You guys know we're building our vinyl collection, and so I did pick up some vinyl. Now these ones, I think only one of them is actually an 80s one. But I went to this sale that had a bunch of vinyl for really cheap. And so I got several. But this one's definitely from the 80s. This is the Smurfing Sing-Song, Sing Along with the Smurfs. And I mean, how cute is that? I love the Smurfs. Of course I was gonna buy this. Okay, the rest are not from the 80s, but I have to share these because they're really cool. Saturday Night Fever. I mean, this is such a classic. and I think I paid like $1.50 for it. I know it's worth more than that. It even has 2 records and the whole inside with John Travolta dancing. I mean, I can't even. That is so funny. I love it. And then I also got a couple of Disney ones, Halloween theme. I love Halloween. So even though right now it's springtime, you know, we'll enjoy this at Halloween. We've got Walt Disney's Trick or Treat Stories and Songs of Halloween. And it has, y'all, the original soundtrack and story and song from the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney. That is so cool. And then this one is Disneyland's Chilling, Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. Ooh, with spooky party hints. Supposed to be like background, I guess, if you're gonna have a Halloween party, which we used to have an annual Halloween party. We were that house. We haven't done that in a while, but we might have to reinstitute it at some point. And then I got 2 Rodgers and Hammerstein. I got Oklahoma and The King and I. And these are both really special to us because I don't think I've ever told y'all this, but our family used to do music theater. We used to do, there was a summer music theater through our Parks and Rec department, but they were really good, like impressive shows. And we did Oklahoma and we did The King and I. Those were the 2 that we did in 2 summers. So how cool is that to have the original soundtracks? We got a whole other stack of records, which I'm gonna let Keith help me share those with you because he was with me when we bought them. When we went to Arizona recently for the Toto and Journey concert, we went to 2 amazing antique malls. Our friends Chris and Kim took us to this place called the Brass Armadillo, and they had so many cool things. Of course, I had to put my blinders on because there's a lot of stuff I couldn't get home with me on the airplane because we were flying. But we did have quite an impressive record haul. I think we bought like 10 vinyl records. Here are some of the smaller items that I bought this month. This is one of those Hallmark pins that I collect, and I've actually rarely ever found them. I think I only have like 2 that are still on the original card, but this is a black cat for Halloween. Super cute. And then I got 2 Christmassy ones. This one is a pin, and then this one also Hallmark, but it's a figurine. So cute. I found this little parrot in a mystery toy bin, and I was just digging around and I spotted this. I knew immediately this is a strawberry shortcake character. This is Parfait the Parrot, and it's the pet that belongs to Lime Chiffon. And I think I paid like $0.25 or something for that, so I thought that that was totally worth it. And then I also paid $0.25 for this little guy. I love the raisins. The one with the boombox is definitely my favorite. We might already have this one, but I just was like, okay, I can't pass this up. It's $0.25. So cute. And then this little roller skate. Now, honestly, it probably goes to a baby doll, and it probably was supposed to have 2, but there was only 1. So that's okay. It's still cute. And I paid 50 cents for this charm. It is the Hamburglar, of course, from McDonald's. And on the back, I looked real tiny. It has the dates 1988, so it actually is from the 80s. I also got this old school Pizza Hut keychain. It says Pizza Hut Coast to Coast International, and I know it's old because it has the old school Pizza Pete guy on there. And this is from the original one in Wichita because we live here in Wichita. This is an old school keychain. I had actually never seen one of these. My friend had to show me how to do it. So you just pop this on here like that. Pretty cool. And I spotted this in one of the trinket bins. I thought that it was a shoelace, but it's actually a glasses holder. But it looks like those old shoelaces we would get in the 80s. Remember the ones with the different prints on them? I think I had some rainbow ones. These have stars. I got an unopened charm with a little smiley face on it. And then these charms, I always end up getting these if I see them. The little McDonald's French fries. Oh my word, that is so cute. And it is a charm if you wanted to put it on jewelry, like junk jewelry. And this one as well, it has the little charm right here. Got Dr. Pepper. I just love miniatures. I'm such a sucker for anything tiny. Okay, here we go. Treasures. I love a bag of treasures, and this did not disappoint because look at all of these Cabbage Patch Kids Happy Meal toys. Now most of them are still in the wrappers, but this one is caught at the top so I can show you what they look like. So here is one of them. They had the little yarn hair, but their bodies are hard plastic. Congratulations on your new arrival. They even give you a name. Mimi Christina from Babyland General. These are unopened thank you notes with Heathcliff, not to be confused with Garfield. This is Heathcliff, different character, also from the 80s. And they are from the Hallmark store, still in the package. And they're dated here 1984. So that's really cute. Just a little thank you note. I think it's blank on the inside, but those are fun. If I open them, I can use them. We'll see if I decide to do that or not. It's always a tricky thing to decide whether to open something like that because it's already still in its package after all of these years, but sometimes I'll open and use them if I think, you know, it's not anything like super valuable. I also bought this 1984-85 yearbook, middle school yearbook, and if you follow me on Instagram, I showed you the pages inside here and some of the fun like trends, like favorite movies, favorite bands, stuff like that. So be sure and follow us on Instagram because we do post fun things like this in our stories. And I got one video, one VHS, y'all. Swayze dancing. Is there any way that I wasn't gonna buy this? It's Patrick Swayze and his mom, Patsy Swayze. Now, I know I've bragged about this before, but maybe you're new and you don't know. I took dance lessons from her before, way back in the day. She's from Texas, they're from Texas. I used to go to dance conferences in the summer, and she was the teacher there, one of the teachers. So she also taught her son Patrick how to dance, and I've never seen this before, ever. I was so pumped to find this, and you know, it's VHS, so hopefully the tape works, and we'll give it a watch and see what this is all about.
It's about expressing something. I mean, I found in dancing all my life that that I can release something as a dancer that I can't in any other way. And if you get into it in that way, it's irresistible. You have to win. And you win whether you get the trophy or not, because you win something here.
Yeah, and there are a lot of other things to think about too. Posture, placement, rhythm, style, as Buddy said, Patrick said, leading and following. But, and also, how much time are you willing to dedicate of your young lives to, you know, to learning in 6 weeks? I know, you know, you've probably danced a great deal in the clubs, but when you start into Latin dances and dirty dancing and waltzing.